My name's Mark. I'm one of the coaches here at CrossFit Northumbria, and I'm here just to give you a quick video and explain some of the reasons behind the percentage-based training that we've been doing and kind of shine a light on why we are using that, okay? You may have noticed recently we've been using that with front squats in a way to try and boost that front squat number, okay? If you're not sure what I'm talking about, or if you're not one of our members, recently we asked all of our members to set themselves a 1 rep max front squat, and then we've been using a percentage of that weight to give them sets and reps to try and improve that number. Okay, now those percentages have been getting heavier and heavier each week, but at the same time those reps and those sets, so the sets have been going up but the reps have been going down. Okay, just to try and explain the reasons behind why we do it. Okay, first and foremost, it gives you a sense of accountability. Okay, it's a big reason for me. I know if I come into a gym and the coach says to me, you're going to do 5 sets of 5 on front squats today. Great. What weight, coach? See how you feel. That's not really helpful for me. Okay. I know I work a lot better if the coach says to me, right, you're going to do 5 sets of 5 at 80%. So I'm going to put myself, get myself a calculator. I'm probably not going to ask my coach unless it's Andrew. Feel free to ask him. He does love working out a percentage. Work out my numbers, great. I now have my training program for that day. It removes the guesswork for me. Okay? Sometimes I come in, I might feel a little bit tired, I might not be as motivated. Straight away, I know exactly what I'm doing, it's right there. It gives me a sense of direction, it gives me purpose, and then ultimately I'll get my goal from the end of that. On the back end of that, this is really helpful for us as coaches, but it'll be helpful for you as well if you use your SugarWOD, the app that we use to track our progress. What gets measured is managed. Okay? So it gives you a way to look back and see what's worked for you. If that training program worked, fantastic. Maybe we did that 80% for 5 sets of 5. Maybe you found that that is your purple patch. Maybe you felt at the end of that, that's where you're at your strongest. Maybe that might be then a really good way for you to train at 80%. Maybe instead of increasing the percentage, you stick at 80% and you increase the rep range in that. Maybe you do 5 sets of 6 next week. Maybe that's for you. At the same time, maybe something hasn't worked for you. Maybe that 90% was too heavy and we need to look at something else in there. Maybe there was a reason for that. Maybe your core strength couldn't handle that 90% for reps. And we need to look at giving you some accessory work to help build your core to deal with that heavy front squat. Maybe those elbows are starting to drop a little bit and we need to look at maybe some shoulder mobility and some stability in those to help with that. Maybe the lats need to work a little bit harder. So it gives both us and yourself a way of looking back and trying to progress your training, and not just that movement but also the accessory stuff as well. The next one's quite a big one for me. It's respect the process, not the outcome. Okay? What I mean by that is don't test that 1 rep max every week. Okay? Come in and train, earn the right to lift those big numbers. It kind of goes on to what I was saying before about that 90% being too heavy. If you are coming in and testing that 1 rep max every week, fantastic if you're hitting a PB every week. But there's a good chance that's going to be short-lived success, because on the back end of that, you might find that you're getting injured. Or, what tends to be common, or more common, is you come in on Monday, you test that heavy deadlift. Tuesday, you're absolutely shattered. You might not be injured, but you might have a little bit backed on, so you don't come in and train that day. That's not going to get you where you want to be. Okay? If you want to improve yourself all around, you need to come in on that Tuesday. Testing that 1 rep max deadlift on Monday, that 1 rep max back squat on Wednesday, is probably meaning you're likely only going to be training 2 or 3 times that week, because the other times your central nervous system is on the floor. Okay? We set those percentages so you can come in, you can hit those percentages, you train strength. Not only do you train strength in your 5 reps, but you also train strength in 3 reps. You probably started off doing sets of 10, so you train strength in that endurance in those sets of 10, as opposed to just that one heavy lift all the time. Okay? Don't always chase that 1 rep max. Respect that process. Okay? It builds that wider foundation that I just mentioned before, but also it helps to train your core. Okay? What I mean by that is you're not going to be wearing your lifting belt, or you shouldn't be wearing that lifting belt for your 5 sets of 5. Okay? I'm going to wear my lifting belt when I'm testing my 1 rep max, when I'm testing my back squat and my front squat. Okay? Because I'm testing it. Okay? I'm not training. When I'm training, I don't wear that belt. What I do is I let my core work, I create internal pressure, I switch on those abdominals, I get those glutes working and firing, okay? I don't use that bounce out the bottom and use that spring that you get in those knee sleeves that we know you get, okay? Instead what I do is I use my core to help build strength. What you tend to find as well, if you are using that principle, let's say you're doing it on deadlifts, it won't just be your deadlift that improves. Because you're training your core, you're going to get better at a whole range of other movements as well at the same time. They might not jump up as big as the deadlift, but I imagine that your back squat will increase as well. Because your lower back is going to be in a better position to support that weight. Your central nervous system will be more efficient at dealing with that heavy weight. You'll be used to it. Okay? Things like I've done in the past, I've done like a heavy front squat program. On the back end of that, yes, my back squats went up. You'd expect it to squat, but at the same time, my deadlifts went up. So was my shoulder press as well. Okay? Things that you take for granted. If I'm testing 1 rep max all the week, every week, and if I'm wearing those lifting supports, if you like, there's a chance that I'm going to miss out on those benefits. Okay? And that would be a real shame for what we do here. Anyway, that's enough of me, and I hope that's kind of shone a light on why we use percentage training and we're not just getting you to do 1 rep maxes every week, as fun as that may be. Okay? If you have any questions, though, please feel free to grab myself or grab a coach. Like I say, ask Andrew to work out the percentages for you. Until then, I hope to see you in classes and I hope you're all well. Thank you very much.